Welcome to part 2 of our walk along the South Tyneside coastline. We start from where we ended part 1, Marsden Grotto. And now we continue southwards. Sadly, it's a bit of a suicide spot along here. The Lizard Lane Caravan Park. And we're just leaving the South Shields city limits. Well, town limits really. Lime kilns, 19th century origins. They're a protected scheduled monument of the last year that didn't stop a South Tyneside councillor from suggesting they be bulldozed in order to realign the road. An idea that didn't go down too well. Another suicide shrine. This is the site of the lost village of Marsden, although it wasn't a very ancient one. It was built in 1874, housing 700 people in 135 houses, with its own school, chapel, church, co-op store, post office and miners' institute. The village disappeared following the closure of nearby Whitburn colliery in 1968. It was considered in danger of coastal erosion, and so the decision was made to demolish the entire village. Souter Lighthouse. The first lighthouse in the world to be designed and built specifically to use alternating electric current. First lit in the 1870s, Souter was described at the time as, without doubt, one of the most powerful lights in the world. It was decommissioned in 1988, but continued to serve as a radio navigation beacon up until 1999, when it was finally closed. It's now a National Trust property. we're now in Whitburn Coastal Park, which was once the heavily industrialized site of a paper mill and the former Whitburn Colliery, which started producing coal in 1882 and was shut down in 1968. The Wherry. Originally Harbor Quarry Quay, this is a man-made cove which was used to transport limestone from local quarries. It stopped being used for industrial purposes in the late 19th century. Two structures with very different purposes. The first is a hide for bird watchers. The second a sentry box. We're on the edge of an old military shooting range. When it was being used, a guard was posted here to stop anyone using the footpath. A reminder that we're on the English coast path. These interesting-looking mounds were actually part of the old firing range. They were meant to catch bullets that missed the targets that were set up in front of them. Whitburn Windmill. Jacky's Bay. My favorite beach along this stretch of coast. No one seems to know who Jacky might have been. And this is one of the reasons this is my favorite beach. A labyrinth. These might be remains of wartime defenses. At 4 a.m. on the 16th of October 1940, a ship, HMS Fame, ran aground here. Another ship, HMS Ashanti, hit it, and also ran aground. They were both so high and dry that they could be walked round at low tide. Hearing the noise, but not being able to see much, the nearest defense post thought an invasion had started, and raised the alarm. This is called Finn's Labyrinth, created in 2015. Naturally, I can't pass this way without walking it. we are. The center. Now just reverse the process to get out again. The rain finally caught up with us. Still, a nice rainbow. It's encounters like this that remind me why I'm a vegetarian. On to the last section of the South Tyneside Coast, and probably the least interesting. Certainly it's far less dramatic, once you're past Jacky's Bay. Overlooking Whitburn Bay now, with Sunderland on the horizon. It's become a custom for memorial benches to be festooned with flowers and other tributes. But it kind of makes them unwelcoming. It feels like sitting on a grave. Mind you, it's quite possible that ashes are actually buried or scattered under some benches. Beach party time. Well, we're on the border between Whitburn and Sunderland, so the South Tyneside coastline officially ends here. We'll continue along the coast to the mouth of the river Wear another time. But this is where we end this particular video. Hope you enjoy the trip.